The holiday season is all about giving back, and here is an amazing event that's going to have you doing just that and also getting your groove on. Here to tell us all about the second annual Hip Hop Food Drive in support of Covenant House, please welcome from Covenant House, Michael Shiner, and from CIUT 89.5 FM, Dynamic. Thanks for being here, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Let's start off with you, Michael. Tell us about Covenant House, what it's all about.
Sure thing. Well, Covenant House Toronto is Canada's largest youth homeless agency, and we provide the widest amount of services under one roof. And we provide services such as 24-hour crisis shelter, plus also longer-term services such as longer-term residential programs, education programs, job-finding programs. So whatever a homeless youth needs between the ages of 16 and 24, we can provide under one roof.
Yeah, and you've been there for quite a while. A good history to it, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We've served about, I'd say, 90,000 youth over the past 34 years.
Wonderful.
And we actually see around 250 youth come into our shelter every day.
Every day.
That's right.
And that shows you what kind of a need we have in our
It's a
environment.
huge need. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay, so what about you, Dynamic? How did you get involved with all of this?
I've been doing hip hop music for a long time, and giving back to the community is kind of what I wanted to do with this event. Using hip hop is that tool to do that. Myself, being 16 years old, living on my own, I had to go to food banks and stuff, to get my food. So this is, it's good for me. It kind of feels good to give back.
Yeah, you know firsthand then what it feels like to have to have to rely on services like these.
For sure. I found out after checking out the website that they help out you from 16 to 24. So it hit home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Michael, tell us about the day-to-day runnings of the organization of the house. How does it work? Who do you see come in there?
Oh, sure. Well, we have kids from all walks of life, and the really surprising thing is that 50% of the youth that come to Covenant House come from middle and upper income families.
Okay.
And unfortunately, they come to Covenant House because they left home because of abuse, neglect, because of sexual exploitation, that kind of a thing. And when they come into the doors, the first thing that we ask is, are you hungry?
Yeah.
And that's extremely important. Every program that we have, we actually associate food with it. Okay. We want to make sure that that immediate need is taken care of so that they can focus on, going towards independence. That's what our program is. We want to start from being in a crisis situation to a place where you are actually independent, where you found a job, where you are going back to school, and you're leading an independent life.
Okay, so we have a clip actually about the Covenant House. We're going to be playing it right now. Let's take a look.
EA Game and CIUT present the second annual Hip Hop Food Drive, happening December 14th, with performances by Danio, Keisha Fresh, Yasmin Soul, Rooks McCoy, hosted by myself, your favorite light skin, with music by DJ Mel Boogie, DJ Duckets, and DJ Slam. It's happening inside the Central, doors open at 10 p.m. in support of Covenant House. It's all about giving back to the community.
Amazing. So you're hosting it this year. Did you host it last year?
Yes, definitely last year as well. This is something we plan to do every year. So every year we're going to try to find somewhere else to get back in the community. But this year I went on social media and just kind of asked people, who should I give back to? In doing this, and people said Covenant House. So that's exactly what we did.
That's really great.
That's absolutely incredible. Yeah. Because we rely on 80% of our income to operate Covenant House from people like this group here, as well as individuals, to raise the money for us.
80%.
80% of our annual
$24.4
$24.4 million operating budget comes from individual donations.
Wonderful. So if people want to donate, they can also come specifically to your website?
Yes, that's right. Go to covenanthousetoronto.ca, and there's a wide variety of ways of supporting Covenant House. You can make individual donations, or you can do a third-party event like this one, which we want more and more people to do.
Yeah, because it's not just raising money, it's also raising awareness, which is something very important.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because a lot of people really don't understand what's going on out on the streets. The majority of the people that see homeless out on the streets are mostly adults.
Yeah.
You don't see the homeless youth.
That's right.
Because the homeless youth may not be out on the streets, or they may be hiding somewhere, they may be couch surfing, but they are out there and they need our help.
Okay.
So, we are definitely, trying to raise awareness about youth homelessness, and Covenant House is a place where youth can actually have some hope.
That's right.
Covenant House is not a sad place, it's a hopeful place. It's an
love
incredible
that.
place.
Yeah. Okay, so we have some special guests that you brought
Yes,
with you.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about them, introduce them.
Well, this is legendary for me because I've been in music for a long time, but somebody that I've looked up to in the music scene is an artist by the name of Danio, who's going to be here performing. And then, of course, DJ Sam does the music on our radio show, Bring Your A Game. So it just made sense to bring the two together. And, we have Danio and DJ Sam about to do their thing right now. Man.
All right, take it away, guys.
The young people now that is spearheading hip-hop don't know where it came from. They know the American version, not the Canadian version.
Yeah, this your bro Danny O, Daytime Toronto, and this my man DJ Slam. Bring your A game in the building, let's go. Yo. Your resume is weak. It's best that you be hesitant to speak. A peasant in the street of speech. Listen to blessings on the speed. We're talking MCs. You barely cause a wrinkle in a conversation. You barely mark a twinkle in the constellation. Trying to make connections with stars to be a big deal. You are necessary for the movement of fifth wheel. With feelings of doubt, I feel you suckers like supper cannon. Giving you the advantage, but giving you the upper hand. Ha! Smack a rapper sensible. Your rap's trash receptacle. So the respectable have no respect for you. You might have thought you had some kind of potential, but it's obvious you don't have the rhyming essentials. Bring your A game. 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 Yo, DJ Slam, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it all goes down December 14th. We inside the Central in Toronto for Bring Your A Game's second annual hip hop food drive. Come out for a great party and for a dose of what real hip hop is like. Check me out, y'all. Let's do it. Here's a warning, I'm probably gonna sound like a hater as I berate the current state of the way that rappers create an image for themselves, like they opened up a crate of clay to mold and shape a false impression of plagiaristic behavior. Sorry, had to say it. If you think I'm throwing shade, then prepare for a summer where it's only cloudy and raining. Although I don't intend to inundate you with complaining, but I challenge you to find a single falsehood in these statements. These kids find more meaning on followers of Instagram than they do on honing the skills for persistent fans. Newsflash, a selfie don't make you look harder, sicker. You can act cross, but still you ain't a godly figure. You ain't new, son, you a nuisance, a true dunce. You claiming I ain't eating, but to me you cruise lunch. You're salty while I'm seasoned, your skills are paltry. You repulse me, sound like you got cerebral palsy. Lyrically running it, I fear that I might pull a groin. Don't need a verse, I could kill a joint with a bullet point. You shoot up at the mouth and ain't nobody get a graze. I'm rated R, son, with every word I said ablaze. You couldn't scare a toddler, you the insanest faker. You can step, son, your daddy never claimed to make you. Trust me, this is Dan putting it mildly. If I'm behind the times, then why y'all suckers behind me? If I'm behind the times, then why y'all suckers behind? Bring your A game. 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 Hey, yo, my man DJ Slam, let's do it. Come on. Real hip hop in the building, baby.
That was amazing. Danny O and DJ Slam. That was truly amazing. And I think it's great because it speaks to the youth. Youth is who's coming into your shelters. It's all sort of connected. And also we're talking about local artists, which I love. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I mean, we're very involved with BringYourAGame.com. We have a website for Canadian hip hop, reggae, and R&B. So anything in the urban scene in Canada, we're all about promoting. And we do a radio show as well, if it's okay to plug that.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
Every
for it.
single Monday night from 10 p.m. until midnight on CIUT 89.5 FM.
Yeah.
And, it's hosted by myself, music by DJ Slam. So if you're an artist out there, a local artist, you want to get involved, coming out to the Central on December 14th is a great time to network.
That's great. How important is it for people in the community to join forces with you to make what you do even more, bring awareness, bring, education, and also bring you the funds that you need?
It's extremely important, definitely, because the more people who are aware, the more people we can help. And also, we are in the community. We're on Gerrard Street in Yonge.
Yeah,
We're right in the
right
thick
there.
of it, right?
Yeah.
So, it's extreme. People are very important, definitely. And we just actually raised, over $1 million with the executive community. They did something called Executive Sleep Out, where they actually got a taste of what it's like to sleep out on the streets.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was absolutely incredible. They also, that night, were able to learn about what Covenant House does, and also hear stories from youth who actually graduated from our programs. And these people are now business owners, they're in school, they're actually leading independent lives, and before they were living on the street and they needed our help.
And
So
that's what you're
incredible.
talking about when you talk about hope.
Definitely,
Wonderful.
yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
we got 10 seconds. What can we expect that night? 10
The
seconds.
Central, man. December 14th, 603 Markham Street, Yasmin Soul, Rooks McCoy, DJ Slam, your favorite light-skinned Keisha Fresh, DJ Mel Boogie, DJ Duckets. It's going to be a crazy event. Come out and Covenant House, and support a Covenant House, and bring non-perishable food item, $5 to get in with that food item.
$5 to get in with a non-perishable food item.
Yes.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming in. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. So don't miss second annual Hip Hop Food Drive, Wednesday, December 14th at the Central in Toronto. Show starts at 10 p.m. Don't forget that non-perishable food item. Find out more at bringyaagame.com. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and keep in touch with us. Make sure you keep in touch on social media at Rogers TV Toronto and at Shay Galore. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we're going to see you next time on Daytime.